I love my schools. I love my schools because they are the gardens where the seeds of my potential were tenderly nurtured. The halls and classrooms are akin to fertile soil, where my curiosities bloomed into full-fledged passions and my dreams began to take root. The love for my schools stems from the recognition of their pivotal role in shaping not just my intellect, but my character. Within the walls of my schools, I discovered the power of knowledge and the joy of learning. The love for my schools is a reflection of my appreciation for the countless educators who poured their wisdom into every lesson, igniting a lifelong flame of inquiry within me. It is here that I learned the value of questions, not just the answers. I love my schools. I love my schools because they served as microcosms of the larger world, a safe space to simulate the complexities I would later face in life. The diversity of thought and background I encountered taught me the significance of empathy and understanding. In this way, schools are not just institutions of learning, but cradles of social development. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound affirmations that will change your life. By walking through different perspectives, schools taught me to construct the mosaic of my worldview with colorful pieces of differing ideas. This lesson in diversity and inclusion is something I carry with me, shaping how I interact with the world and contribute to the tapestry of human experience. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the arenas of my earliest challenges and triumphs. The tests and trials I encountered were not merely academic. They were the building blocks of my resilience and determination. Each examination, project, and deadline sculpted my understanding of discipline and the sweet fruit it bears when one perseveres. These experiences were not just about the acquisition of knowledge, but also about learning how to learn. They equipped me with the tools to adapt and grow beyond the school environment, instilling in me the confidence to face the unknown with a fortified spirit. I love my schools. I love my schools because they introduced me to the symphony of collaboration. It was within the group projects and team assignments that I learned the intricate dance of working harmoniously with others. These were the early stages of understanding that the collective intelligence of a group often surpasses the sum of its parts. The love for my schools in this aspect is a love for the melting pot of personalities and talents I was exposed to. It ingrained in me the importance of listening, the art of compromise, and the beauty of diverse individuals coming together to achieve a common goal. This is where I learned that unity is not uniformity and that the strength of a team lies in its variety. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the proving grounds for my creativity. The myriad of opportunities to express myself through art, writing, debate, and performance taught me the value of original thought and the courage it takes to share one's inner world. It is in these moments of creation that I learned to transcend the mundane and touch the extraordinary. This love for my schools is also an acknowledgement of the safe space they provided for experimentation. They allowed me to fail and learn from those failures without fear of judgment, teaching me that the path to innovation is paved with attempts, not just successes. It is in the act of creating and recreating that one finds true self-expression and authenticity. I love my schools. I love my schools for the discipline they instilled in me. The structure of timetables and deadlines was more than just a schedule to adhere to. It was a framework for developing self-discipline. In adhering to this structure, I learned the importance of time management and the satisfaction that comes from fulfilling responsibilities. The respect for time and commitment that was fostered in the environment of my schools is a fundamental aspect of the love I hold for them. It represents an acknowledgement of the finite nature of time and the importance of using it wisely. It is this discipline that has become a cornerstone of my personal and professional life. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the birthplace of my critical thinking. The myriad of subjects, from the empirical rigors of science to the interpretive nuances of literature, fostered in me an ability to analyze and evaluate arguments and ideas. This is where I learned not to take information at face value, but to probe deeper, seeking evidence and reasoning. This love for critical thinking is not detached from the appreciation of my schools. It is deeply intertwined with the understanding that it is through questioning and skepticism that one uncovers truths. My schools taught me that the quest for knowledge is an active endeavor, one that involves rigorous testing of assumptions and the courage to revise one's beliefs in the face of new evidence. I love my schools. I love my schools for the life lessons they imparted, often in the space between formal education. It was in the playgrounds and cafeterias where lessons of fairness, justice, and the consequences of actions were learned. These were the stages on which the dramas of personal ethics and morality were played out, and where I learned the weight of choices and the ripple effects they create. The love for these lessons is a reflection of the school's role in shaping the moral compass that guides me through life's myriad decisions. It reminds me that education is not just about academic achievements, but also about becoming a conscientious and responsible member of society. I love my schools. I love my schools for the mentors they provided, the teachers and staff who saw their work not as a job but as a calling. These individuals went beyond the call of duty, offering guidance and support that transcended the classroom. They were the role models who exemplified passion, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. This love is a tribute to those educators who invested their time and energy into nurturing not just a student's intellect, but also their soul. It is an acknowledgement that the influence of a great teacher can never be erased, and that their encouragement often becomes the wind beneath the wings of a student's aspirations. I love my schools. I love my schools for the extracurricular experiences they offered, which were just as vital as the academic curriculum. Whether it was sports, music, art, or technology clubs, these activities broadened my horizons, teaching me about leadership, teamwork, and the pure joy of pursuing one's interests. Here, I was more than a student. I was an athlete, an artist, a musician, a creator. The love for these experiences is tied to the understanding that while traditional education is important, the full spectrum of personal development often occurs outside the conventional classroom. These opportunities allowed me to explore different facets of myself, contributing to a more holistic sense of identity and self-worth. I love my schools. I love my schools for the sense of community they fostered. The spirit of camaraderie and belonging that was cultivated within school events, assemblies, and traditions created a shared identity that persists long after graduation. It is within this community that lifelong friendships were formed, bonds that withstand the test of time and distance. This love for the community aspect of school is about more than nostalgia. It's an appreciation for the network of support and shared memories that continue to provide comfort and connection throughout life's journey. It's an acknowledgement that the sense of belonging to something greater than oneself can be a powerful force in shaping aspirations and values. I love my schools. I love my schools for their role as beacons of possibility. Each day spent within their walls was a day spent in the pursuit of potential futures. The variety of paths presented through career days, college fairs, and alumni talks illuminated the myriad ways in which one could navigate the journey of life. The love for this aspect of school is a recognition of the hope and ambition that education can inspire. It is an understanding that schools do not just prepare us for a predefined path, but open the doors to a multitude of possibilities, encouraging us to dream big and pursue those dreams with vigor. I love my schools. I love my schools because they are the gardens where the seeds of my potential were tenderly nurtured, where the roots of my knowledge were allowed to grow deep and the branches of my aspirations to reach high into the sky. It is within the walls of my schools that I was first introduced to the grand tapestry of human knowledge, a world rich with mysteries and marvels waiting to be discovered. My schools represent a microcosm of the greater world, a rehearsal stage for the grand performance of life. Every lesson learned, every interaction, every challenge faced within the safety of its classrooms is a preparation for the complexities of the world beyond its gates. It taught me not just the what, but the how of learning, how to question, how to think critically, and how to solve problems. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the mirrors reflecting the multitude of possibilities that life holds. Here, I saw the first glimpses of who I could become. Each subject offered a different lens through which to see the world, each teacher a different perspective on life. The diversity of experiences and ideas that schools provide is invaluable. They serve not only to educate, but to inspire, to ignite the flames of passion for learning. In these halls of learning, I was taught the importance of context, of understanding the why behind the what. This depth of understanding is crucial, for knowledge without context is like a ship without a compass, directionless, vulnerable to the winds of misconception and ignorance. I love my schools. I love my schools because they are the sanctuaries of diversity and inclusiveness. Within the classrooms and corridors, the richness of the world's cultures, languages, and ideas converge. Through this beautifully complex mosaic, I learned the value of empathy and the importance of listening to understand, not just to reply. It is in the shared experiences with peers from different backgrounds that the seeds of tolerance and understanding are sown. The practical advice here is to embrace diversity, not merely as a concept but as a lived experience, to seek out and cherish the interactions with those different from oneself, as these are opportunities for growth. It is through the blending of diverse perspectives that truly innovative ideas and solutions are born. I love my schools. I love my schools because they served as a bastion of discipline and structure amidst the chaos of growing up. The routines and standards enforced within their walls were not meant to stifle, but to forge habits of self-discipline that would eventually lead to self-mastery. In the process of adhering to timetables, meeting deadlines, and following rules, I learned the subtle art of self-regulation. This discipline has been the framework upon which I could build a life of consistency and reliability. It taught me that the freedom I sought was not found in the abandonment of rules, but in the deliberate choice to commit to them. It instilled in me the understanding that true progress, whether personal or professional, is achieved through the repeated, often mundane, acts of daily discipline. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the crucibles for developing resilience. The challenges posed by new concepts, difficult subjects, and complex skills were not barriers but stepping stones. Each academic hurdle crossed and every obstacle overcome in learning reinforced the notion that perseverance is the companion of achievement. Schools are where I learned that failure is not a permanent state but an integral part of the learning process. The temporary setbacks encountered were, in fact, lessons in disguise, teaching me that each failure is simply another step on the staircase to success. The resilience built here is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure, adapt, and overcome. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the theaters of social learning, where the scripts of communication and collaboration were rehearsed and refined. It was here that I learned the intricate dance of human interaction, how to listen actively, speak thoughtfully, and work cooperatively. The projects and group assignments were more than just academic endeavors. They were exercises in building the social skills critical for success in every area of life. These experiences highlighted the reality that we are social beings, and our ability to navigate social landscapes is as important as our academic or professional skills. The advice to be drawn from this is simple yet profound. Value every interaction as a chance to learn, to teach, or to connect. It is through our relationships that we find meaning and fulfillment in our lives. I love my schools. I love my schools for instilling within me the virtue of curiosity, the relentless drive to ask why and how that propels all human progress. Within the classrooms, libraries, and laboratories of my schools, I was encouraged to look beyond the obvious, to dig deeper beneath the surface of things. This is where the seeds of inquiry were sown, leading to the blossoming of a lifelong love for learning. This curiosity is the engine of innovation and the heart of all scholarly pursuits. It reminds us that the world is not a static place, but a dynamic one, ripe with mysteries waiting to be unraveled by the inquisitive mind. The practical wisdom here is to never let this flame of curiosity be extinguished by complacency or fear of the unknown, for it is the fuel that will drive personal growth and societal advancement. I love my schools. I love my schools because they were the forge upon which my character was shaped. The experiences, both positive and challenging, served to refine my values and principles. The importance of honesty, integrity, and responsibility were not just taught through textbooks, but demonstrated through the actions of mentors and peers who served as role models. Character is the foundation of a person's destiny, and schools play a pivotal role in character development. The lesson here is to consciously cultivate virtues that will serve as the compass in navigating life's complexities. A person's true education is not only in their academic achievements, but equally in the caliber of their character. I love my schools. I love my schools because they functioned as a canvas for creativity. Whether it was through art, music, writing, or dramatic performance, schools provided the space to imagine and create. This was where I learned that creativity is not confined to the arts, but is a valuable skill across all disciplines, a way of thinking that can transform the mundane into the extraordinary. Embracing creativity in everyday life is essential. It allows for the expression of individuality and the realization that there are multiple solutions to a problem. The advice here is to continually seek creative outlets and to recognize the role of creativity in problem-solving, innovation, and personal expression. To gain the most benefit, you should listen to these affirmations 3 times a day, in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Let them sink in deeply, unlock insights, and enhance your life.